Welcome in, Wyatt. Currently, I actually just started making another custom chime barrel out of a Hermley, or at least a parts junked Hermley barrel. So I'm going to make the Le Fontenoy chime on a Hermley barrel. And obviously, this will be for a future Hermley that I'll purchase whenever that is. I just want to make it because it's a 4-note chime, so it'll be fairly easy to do. This will take a while though, of course. But welcome in. Your fan exploded last night? Well, I did see your comments. You said the fan burned out, but I don't know if you mentioned explosion. Come on. My day's been pretty good. I'm just currently working on another custom barrel, so I'm cutting off these pinions here. I'm going to be making the Le Fontenoy chime, and aka the chime that I played manually on my FFR last night. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? And also welcome in, Justin. There. First pinion down, or off, I mean. Oh, I shouldn't say pinion, I should say, pinion. Yeah, this is gonna be a little too long to do for this stream. Cutting off all these pins off this barrel and make a custom chime with it. And also, Justin and I kind of gotten a little stocked up on soda again. Well, 2 cans, but I should live. Pretty damn good. Welcome in, DG. How's your day going? And I also got a chocolate chip muffin too, which is pretty good too. I really hope that wasn't a spring letting go just there. That didn't sound very nice. Grandmother. I don't know what you mean by that, but also welcome in, Lego. Yes, you caught yet another live. This bait good? I don't know what that means. Oh, it's a fishing reference. Okay, I get it. Well, yeah, you got like 600 cases of soda there at your place, Justin. Excuse me. Notice that Gilbert ratchets have gotten better over time. The 1800s Gilbert OGs uses that shit ratchet that yours has. Well, I don't know about better, as my Gilbert's from 1912, and it has that really bad ratchet system in it. So I would assume they had better systems, but they also kept, you know, producing their older designs, I guess. Excuse me. You ordered a pack of my god, I can't speak. You ordered a pack of suspension springs? That's awesome. I could really use extra suspension springs, you know. I started using those in the 20s. Oh. So much later. $25? That's actually good. That's actually a good price. You did good there. Yeah, I don't think I can trim all these little chime barrel pinions off with like the system I have here. Oh, there we are. 2 pinions down, a million more to go. 2 pinions down. She still has both. My saw parts mostly from a Hermley kit. Oh wow, that's a good price too. Grandmother clock. My grandmother bought a Datsun 210 and a Camaro for $25 back in the day. She still has both. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I could trim these. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this custom barrel later. Yeah, you're running way too fast. Yes, I did make one that played a Klaus Jajetta. That's still currently in that Hermley right there. the one I'm currently, oh, speaking of which, someone asked the same question. I'm going to do Le Fontenoy on this barrel because Le Fontenoy uses 4 chime rods for its melody, just like Westminster and Cloche de Jura. So I'm hoping to do that one. Obviously, I'd need to find another Hermley and trim the rods a little bit so that I can actually play the melody. So, yeah. Make one that shines. That's what I'm doing. I am making one that shines Fontenoy. It's also known as Le Fontenoy. Yeah, Le Fontenoy is Fontenoy. So I'm hoping trim this down. And yeah. With how I have everything set up, it's not a whole lot of space to actually, you know, cut each tooth off and glue new ones on. Yeah, with my own chime, yeah, I do plan to do that. Yes, I know the Fontenoy would need a different rod set, but I can easily do it with a Westminster rod set since most of the notes are actually part of the Westminster. Virtually, I would just remove the lowest chime rod of the Westminster, tune that one, or no, I wouldn't need to. Oh yeah, no, I would tune the lowest one a tad higher than the first Westminster, and then after that, poof, I'm done. I just need to tune one rod and I have it. Actually, yeah, for example, let's take my FFR. So the main rods of Fontenoy is these 3. Yes, I know. I am making the barrel. So I would tune this note of the Westminster to this one. And then I'd have it. And then I would tune the strike rod to this one or this one so I can have my strike. This one's a little finicky right now, or I would tune these ones so that I'd have this strike. But yeah. Yep. My Trinity chime could play Fontenoy because every rod is tuned the same way as the FFR. because with the FFR, I can easily play Trinity chimes on it because every note is the exact same. Wait, whoops. So I could easily play Le Fontenoy on either of my Trinity chimers. So speaking of which, wait, whoops. Wait, hold on, let me find each one. Oh, here. It's because every note is flipped around, it's tricky. The hammer slip or something on this side. And this has gotten suddenly loose, but I'll just move it. There. President ain't doing too well since the weight is lighter than factory spec. Oh, that's what you mean by president. I thought you were talking about like the actual United States guy. Right, I forgot. Yeah, president is a company. I just fixed it. Apparently there was like a loose hammer or something that wasn't getting enough tension, but now it's fine. It's probably that custom, or I should say fixed chime selector lever, because the original one I think snapped in the past since it was stuck on Westminster, so I had to make my own little lever piece for it. But anyway. Oh, the big problem with the FFR is the strike side. The strike barrel, take this one for example. 5 of the gear teeth on it are gone, like completely gone. And a bushing on the strike side is destroyed because of that. Thankfully, none of the gears above it are bent or snapped, so thankfully those gears are fine. But one pivot is absolutely destroyed, which is why the strike side locks up all the time, is because of that. Surprisingly, the spring inside the barrel is fine. It's fully wound as of right now, and probably has been for some time, but it's surprisingly it's fine. So surprisingly that, yeah. Is the strike side on the right in the FFR? Yes. The middle is the time, right is the strike, and left is the chime, which is actually fairly typical for that. Yeah, most of my Mautas, such as this one, has that same system where middle is the time, this is the chime, and that's the strike. Same with that one. Time, strike, and chime. And then, yeah. Most of my other metal clocks are reversed, which is usually the typical one. Like this one here, time, chime, and then strike, which is the more usual assembly. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna grab my other soda. I'll be right back, guys. This is the... I'm back. This is the sodas I got. I only have two, but this is the second one. I'm gonna show this in front of Justin, because he likes soda. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Showing that right in front of Justin. How do you like that? I cast a 1981 Honda Civic hatchback. Mine has the, wait, hold up, what am I missing out on? Hold on. The Mauta and the Enfield are Art Deco, okay. Mine has a dial... A Mauta, or... I drink way too much. 5 cans a day. At least it's better than 500 cigarettes. There's one chunk of that suspension spring. But where's the other one? Yeah, it is unhealthy, but oh well. I'll grab this. So this is the suspension spring from the Mauta grandmother clock. And yeah, it's snapped, but it is in a situation where I could theoretically splice it back together. think I could, theoretically I could glue this back together with my super glue, but I did try that and that did not work. But yeah, it's not good. They're $32 closer of getting the 5 gong. Excuse me. Soda does that. Also, welcome at Castriot. 2 of the rods on my Mauta. Yeah, that's what almost every Mauta does, is they tune their strike rods the same. I have one Mauta that does not have that, and that being my 1958 to 59 Mauta up there. Its strike rods are not tuned the same. You drink like 4 cans a day, but it really depends. 7? Holy moly. Yeah, Mauta did that. You did not know that that was normal. Yeah, Mauta does that. It's a very iconic sound that just tells you that it's Mauta. Same with the rods. They're very specific or not specific. They have a very specific sound to them that just lets you know immediately that, yep, that is Mauta. You really want Westminster chime wall clocks? Yeah. I surprisingly don't see them that often here. I do have quite a few, but not enough. But not enough. Yeah, the Ergos. Although Hermley and such, they copied that strike. So it is a little hard to tell now that it's an Ergos. I wouldn't take it too personally, DG. We miss out on a lot of stuff, but that doesn't mean we take it personal. Like, I've missed out on some good stuff, but I just always go, eh. I always go, oh man, it's sold. Oh well. But I don't take it personal. Yeah, Ergos does sound good. I have 2. One being this Ergos, which is just a time only. And I do have a Ergos Westminster right there. That one's an Ergos. They sound okay. Or at least mine does. The question is, how am I still alive after all that? So you're just built different, that's all. You're just built different. $50 on Marketplace, and I messaged the seller and they said it wasn't available. Yeah, one of the iconic Mauta things is that they're charm rods. This is the rod set from this. As you can see, it has 2 rods for the strike. This is actually a little harder to find now because this is earlier Mauta stuff. Usually you'd find the 4 rod strikes, but these days finding the two rod striking ones are a little trickier now. And also, I'm low on battery. I gotta go get the extension cord out. I'll be right back. Alright, gang, I'm back. And with a extension cord this time so that I can charge my phone while I live stream. Alright, I'm back. Oh, the Dunklings. Oh, that's got an Ergos movement? Nice. $5? That's not bad, actually. Coffin case. I would probably go for the coffin case. That would be something interesting. Also, the new clock I got on Sunday is quiet as heck. Way more quieter than the 612578 now. Interesting. Probably. Monta's needing some winding. Hold on. should be good. Let's see what I missed out on in chat here. Oh, not too much. Gave it oil, said no hope. It's been there for years and no one's bought it. So we'll wait on that one. Yeah, the winter holders, true. Or the winter holders, I should say. Gonna hop off now. Alright, see you later. Not me. I used to think TN24H was in the UK because of his 5 gongs. Yeah, I don't... I'm not sure where TN24H is from. If I'm going to make a wild guess. Actually, I would not be surprised if he's Vietnamese. Because Vietnamese people love clocks. Same goes with, oh, California? Oh. Okay. I was not expecting that one. But I also... He's... Okay, so he's American, but I wouldn't be surprised if his, like, family... Like, his, blood is, Vietnamese. Because I have German and Swiss blood in my family, and hence why I like clocks so much, because of that Swiss blood and German. Because Swiss people also love clocks as well. So yeah, Vietnamese and Swiss, they love their clocks and everything. Like the pendulum, literal gong wire block with a piece of machined brass. And then just an E. Move this Ingram out of the way. As I and Steve, no, I'm kidding. And going to wind this thing. Actually, I'm gonna have to pull this out because the space it's in is fairly crammed. I think Swiss is more watches. Yeah, they are. Most Swiss companies were responsible for those carriage clocks. Because before my original clock channel got hacked, I used to have a little Swiss carriage clock, which I had actually found in an abandoned house. And surprisingly, it got up and running just from winding it. Like, I don't know how long it's been there, but the house has definitely been abandoned, was abandoned for 20 plus years. So, yeah, the thing ran. I regret selling it, unfortunately. I did sell it, and I do regret it to this day, because it was very nice, and carriage clocks are quite desirable. Actually, I think Switzerland invented those carriage clocks, if I'm correct, because I'm not sure, but it was a unknown company, that carriage clock. I don't know if the guy still, that I sold it to, still has it. Oops. Until you pick this up. Back in that space. Now for real fun little engineering is I can move the hour hand on this, but that doesn't mean the time has changed. There is actually a little, actually I don't think you can see this, but on the inside of this cottage clock is that little white thing you see there. That is actually a button, essentially a button that triggers the chime. That's the half hour. Now that's 1 o'clock, and I can do that over and over again until the time is finally set. It's very genius. I don't know why they stopped making this system. It's very genius. Now I just set the time. And then poof, just like that. Very simple. Love that system. Oh, interesting. It's like my FFR, the quad chimer. Its hour hand is actually attached to the snail. And same goes with virtually every single 31 day. All the hour hands are not screwed, they're attached to the snail. I don't know why that system wasn't very popular, because it's so genius, because you can just move the hour hand and boom, your time is set without needing to either turn it back constantly or yeah. Yeah, it's definitely excuse me, it's definitely genius. And surprisingly, it wasn't all that popular. Welcome back, Wyatt. What's my most reliable timekeeper? I'm not sure, because a lot of mine are really good at keeping time. All my 31 days keep really good time. My 260s Mauta wall clocks keep excellent time. So does my East German novelty cuckoo clock, the solar wag on the wall. The FFR, yeah, it keeps pretty good time. The HAC wall clock keeps okay time. It is a bit sensitive to being adjusted. Excuse me. My two celebrates, they keep really good time. The Tessiner keeps pretty bad time. It always runs too fast, even if I adjust it quite low. My Mauta dual chime, it runs a little fast. Or no, actually, it runs a little slow. Yeah, most of my Mauta mantle clocks, they're not the greatest at keeping time. I think the worst one that keeps time is this one, even though the pendulum is adjusted low. Same with this 1940s Hermele, it runs too fast, even though the pendulum is adjusted fairly low. My Smith's Enfield, the little one with the gong, it keeps really bad time, and the pendulum is like adjusted all the way to the bottom. It's like it's so sensitive to adjusting. Like if I barely adjust it, it runs too fast. If I barely adjust it, it runs too slow. But I think the worst timekeeper in my collection is the 1880s Ingram. That one's the worst at keeping time. And it is also incredibly sensitive. Because, yeah, if I adjust it, it'll keep time, but then it'll suddenly run slow. Or suddenly run too fast, and then I adjust it lower, then it runs slow, and then I adjust it back, then it runs fast, or still runs slow, then I adjust it again, then it keeps time, but then it falls back into that cycle again. So it's a bit of a finicky one. Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to adjust it again, because I want to find that one's sweet spot, so I'm going to adjust it fairly high up. Let's try that now. Yeah, it's 10 minutes, or no, 15 minutes behind. Well, this is a bit common for these early 1800s clocks. They weren't the best at timekeeping. Did you know anybody named Pickle? No, I don't remember. Oh, Baguette was the worst. Yeah, that one was the worst. It didn't blow up. The hairspring just snapped on it out of nowhere. Though to be fair, that hairspring was pretty badly bent, so I'm not surprised that it did snap. But yes, Baguette was the worst timekeeper ever, because Baguette would every day, like if I set the time to it, then go to sleep and wake up the next morning, it would be like 4 to 5 hours ahead. It's unbelievably fast. There was nothing I could do to adjust it, because it was pretty bad. Song recommendation, Daylight Savings Time by Grandpa Jones. Oh, Grandpa Jones. Yes, I know who that is. Taper pin had a very bad day. Got hit by air, now gone. Oh, because it fell. Yeah, once you drop a tapered pin, you're virtually never finding it again, unless you look very closely one day, or it just suddenly appears in your vision on the floor. Took me 30 minutes of finding it. Holy crap. Guess where it was? On the floor. Oh. Let me guess, it didn't actually fall onto the floor. It was actually on your desk. And you thought it fell on the floor. I've had moments like that where I think something fell, but it actually in the clock case. Well, it depends on what tapered pin it was. I'm assuming it fell in the case this whole time. Yeah, I've had moments like that where I think I dropped something, but it was actually in front of my face. Another clock today. It's another Sterling and Noble. Very good quality, better than the Sharp. I don't know what that is, but screw for the minute hand. Oh, jeez. Nice. Okay. I think today is going to be a bit of a short stream today, as I'm feeling a bit tired today. One, I got home from work today, and then I virtually just immediately started this little stream, so yeah, I'm gonna end it short here. So thank y'all for joining. Hope y'all have a nice rest of your day, and we'll see you when we